out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to back and leaves it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And, man, it's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Ooh, goodness gracious. I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both. Maybe both. A lot of coaches are. But the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
On your own 20.
Fair enough. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Here's a give to Watson. Makes it past the marker. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knights!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long explosion.
There he goes!
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Doing it himself again. Might have a chance. The 40. Inside the 30. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Jayhawks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to move them on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Found a seam. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that was chaos from the beginning. Quarterback scrambling, he's outside the pocket, and he's just looking for somebody to dump the football off to. And there he is, Johnny on the spot, the running back, staying with his QB, being a viable target, making the catch, turning upfield, and getting a big gain on third down.
There's some room. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Powers through the defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback making checks. A handoff for Watson. Good, solid tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. In the red area, it's Watson. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll run for it with Watson. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the point after is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. So he heads out of bounds, and with that return, we'll wrap up the first quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback keeps it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
All out of space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fights off a defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Jayhawks will try to convert on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Pulls it in. It's Wade. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate. Sometimes they're discombobulated. They're sleepwalking a little bit. And the offense takes advantage, taking a shot and coming up with an explosive play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Barnett. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a deep grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This quarterback part of their running game. Breaks the tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. He got loose and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Calls his own number. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll send the back in motion. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Floats it out in space. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Number 29, set to kick this one.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Gets away from one, but continues to fight for yards. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Watson. He breaks a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
You got to realize these RPOs, man, for the offensive linemen, like this is a tough job. They are blocking run no matter what. So right here, understanding that it kind of turned into a pass, he didn't get too far down the field to get the flag, and they still create the downfield opportunity with the RPO.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting him, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Here's Duke Watson. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to... Touchdown, Knights! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. The keeper on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third and 6 yards to go. Just feeds the running back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Knights.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
UCF 49, Kansas 28. Number 15, set to kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Edwards. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Swings it out to his running back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the 4th. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The Knights will hustle to the line. From the red zone, it's Watson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them... Makes the grab in their space. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ncaa. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. The crowd has packed this place out, and you can feel the energy reverberating. It's the UCF Knights and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Scott Frost before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Knights ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Knight. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Sends it back in motion. Iamaleava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Still on his feet at the 45. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown UCLA. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. A handoff for Watson. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Can't get him to the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Takes the handoff. It's Chambers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's a give to Watson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get some.
Finding some room. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Knights want to crank the tempo. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Knights!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
The run inside. It's Knight. Maybe some room here. The 50. The 40. The 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Number 15, set to advance on the play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. He wants to change this route. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's the Amaliava to throw. Got a man. It's Ellis. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Caught, and he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
He's got him, and he'll be brought down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Throwing, Ncaa. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. And the ball is free on the pitch. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, UCF.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Ncaa. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Play fake, Ncaa. Complete on the left to Smith. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll run the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
Well, I love that play by the defense. They're hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. It's Watson. There's a crease. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in the stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did, too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but kudos to them. They got fooled, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. On the direct snap, it's Watson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Chambers. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff, Duke Watson running left. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws it back. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Plows through the defense. Got a little grass. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way.
He's got it inside the 30, right down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Knights.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Here's Ncaa to throw. The short hands, it's Matthews. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Ncaa. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Throwing, Ncaa. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. At the 35, he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
And the Bruins will go for it on 4th down. Ncaa to throw for it on 4th. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Ncaa unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They'll give it to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Knights want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Stop. Oh, by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. DB's right up on the receivers. Ncaa on the play action. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Knight. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Offense in a bunch formation. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Third down from the gun. Here's Ncaa. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. Runs through the tackle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end. Able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. The option look. The option, he'll keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take...
Running free! Touchdown, UCLA! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away and count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff, Duke Watson running left. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Headed to the edge, it's Chambers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bounces it outside. It's Watson. Runs through a tackle. Smashes through the tackle. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down.
Touchdown, UCF! Meadow on the end zone, he's got it!
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Ncaa. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab. At the 45, on his way. Discards him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He's got the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Knights in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On the move. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line.
Makes the grab on the shot, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
It'll be third and long. Defense showing blitz here. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll field the punt and look for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Complete to start this drive. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
He'll pull it down and run. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that'll cost him a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Zings it complete to the right. Into the end zone he goes. Two-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, UCLA! And they turn it into a defensive score. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds his back in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Into the house. Touchdown, UCF.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. It's picked off. Uh-oh. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.